From the WBRZ investigative unit tonight, there have been 3 hunting accidents from last year until now. 2 of those fatal and all of them handled differently. Best Casualty breaks down the charges in each of them and spoke to Wildlife and Fisheries about what they have in common.
Well, Michael, Wildlife and Fisheries usually investigates hunting-related accidents, but not in a deadly shooting from last year. They say while these accidents are rare, they're 100% preventable. 61-year-old Roberto Garcia of Baton Rouge was killed by another hunter while hunting on the Sandy Hollow Wildlife Management Area near Kentwood over the weekend. The Department of Wildlife and Fisheries has taken the lead in the investigation, but so far no one has been charged. It's the second accidental hunting shooting this year.
Incidents like this are 100% avoidable.
The third, including last season.
It's peak deer time. It's the rut going on. Anybody who knows anything about deer hunting knows that, the Christmas, the New Year's time, it starts getting cold, the deer start running.
It was 1 year ago when a hunter was killed by another member of his hunting party in these woods right behind me. They're located within the city limits of Baton Rouge. For whatever reason, Baton Rouge police never contacted the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries and instead charged Thomas Franklin with negligent homicide. When Franklin was arrested, he said he mistook Jacob Altazan for a deer. He also said no one was wearing their hunter's orange safety vests when the shooting happened. However, a friend provided us with this video, which shows Altazan in his hunter's orange an hour before the shooting. Whether he was wearing it at the time of the shooting is unclear, but the hunter who was shot last week in Zachary was definitely not.
Not wearing any hunter's orange. Neither of the hunters were wearing hunter's orange.
Wildlife and Fisheries, who took the lead, says neither the victim nor shooter were. The man survived, but agents cited the shooter for hunting deer without possessing deer tags and not wearing hunter's orange.
Thought that he had seen a deer. Thought that he had seen deer antlers more specifically.
It's my favorite hunting spot.
Wildlife and Fisheries says it's why it's a requirement.
Sometimes there's the question to ask, why do I need this hunter's orange, even if I'm on private property or public property or whatever? I think this is a very good, or it's not a good scenario, but it's a good example of clearly why we should be wearing that.
Wildlife and Fisheries has not responded to questions about whether Garcia was wearing an orange vest. Thomas Franklin's trial is scheduled to begin in August. For the investigative unit, Bess Casserly, WBRZ News 2.